Hi everyone, my name is Akurede Adenike. You're welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time of you checking on my channel, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell for you to be notified each time I upload new video. In this tutorial today, I would like to teach you how to cut and sew high-low bubu top. As you can see, it's very nice and beautiful on me. And if you want to know how I achieved this, please watch till the end of this video. Let's get into it. Thank you. Now this is the fabric I'm using for the tutorial today, and these are my tools. So I have about, it's not up to 2 years that I have here for this fabric. Now to fold it now, I'm going to measure the length of the front, because you know I said I'm making high-low bubu top. I'm going to measure the length of the front, and the length of the front of my front is 25 plus 1 inch seam allowance. That'll make it 26. So this is 26 here. I'm going to fold it like this. Fold out 26 like this for the front. Here is it. I've folded it. If you are a beginner, please always pin down your fabric. So I'm going to pin it for me to secure that folding. Now I've folded the 26 inches for the front. I've folded it. Here is it, and I've used pin to secure it. So I folded towards the width of the fabric. So I will now fold it like this again. I will hold it like this. So I will now fold it into two like this again. So now make folded into 4. So it's now folded into 4. So here is it. So now I've folded it into 4 now. Here is the front, which is 26 inches, 25 plus 1 inch seam allowance, making 26 inches. And here is the back one. So you know I said is high-low bubu top. So the back now is 45 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance. That will make it 46 inches. So on the shoulder here now, I will place my back measurement on it. My back is 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. Here is it. Here is that 7.5. As we all know that bubu dress or bubu top will be cut together with the sleeve. So I now add 15 inches extra to it. If you like, you can make it more than 15 inches, but mine is 15 inches. Here is where the 15 inches is. So plus 1 inch seam allowance, I'll make it 16 inches. I've added it. So altogether now, it will now be 23.5 inches. So that 23.5 inches, I'll now measure it all through from this center now. I'll measure that 23.5 inches all through. I'll let it reflect on the back part too, 23.5 inches. Till the bottom of the top at the back part, 23.5 inches. I'll now cut it out straight. So here is my 23.5 inches all through for both front and back, folded into 4. So on the bottom here, because I want the side of the front and the back, I want it to be a little bit curved. I will measure 9 inches upward from the bottom of the front here, 9 inches upward. I will now make a little curve here from that 9 inches like this. This is for the front. And as for the back, I'm going to measure same thing. From the bottom here, I'm going to measure 9 inches. And a little bit curve. So on the neck, my neck width will be 3 inches, while my neck depth for the back will be, I'm cutting the same thing for both back and front. My neck depth will be 4 inches. So I'll now shape it round with my free hand. Shape it round like this with my free hand. So I'll now cut it out. That's it. So the back part, I'm going to cut the curve out. Please do not leave any sharp edges on this part, please. Make sure you blend it. Make sure you blend it to make it beautiful, please. So as for the front, make sure you make a notch here at the shoulder here. Make a notch there. So, and I will now remove the pin. Now I've removed all the pin. Now to finish the cutting for the front, I will now open it up like this. You know, I've made a notch for on the shoulder for me to know where my shoulder is. So I'll now fold it like this to cut off the curve, side curve for the front. Here is a notch for the shoulder. So I'll just fold it into two like this to cut out the curve that I created for the front side. Just fold it like this and make sure the notch, make sure is aligned on each other very well like this. So I will now cut out the curve. This is the curve I created for the front side. I will now cut it off. Just like this. Make sure you blend the sharp edges here. Don't leave any sharp edges, please, to make your job beautiful. So I've finished cutting the curve out. That's just it. So I'll now move on to the stitching aspect. So I'll start by overlocking all the edges round. You know, there is no cutting on the shoulder, so I'll just overlock the edges round. After overlocking the edges, I'll now fold into two like this. I'll let the wrong side face each other because I'm making my marking, my shaping on the front side because I'm stitching on the right side of it. So after folding into two like this, you know, this is the front and here is the back, you know, it's high low top. After folding like this, I'll follow the notch that I make on the shoulder like this. This is the second notch on the second shoulder. I'll now fold I'll fold into 2 again like this to make into 4. So you can use pin to hold it. Let me use pin to hold it for you to understand what I'm making. Just follow the notch you make on the shoulder. So here is it now. I folded into 4. Here is the front and here is the back. So I'll now place my measurement on the right side of it. So now on this line now, from the center here, I'm going to place quarter of my bust. My bust is 38 divided by 4 is 9.5 plus 1 inch is, that'll give me 10.5. So here is where I'm going to start my sewing now. From the shoulder now to my waistline, my waist is 17. Here is it. So I'm going to place quarter of my waist on it. My waist is 34 divided by 4. That will give me 8.5 plus 1 inch is. So here is my waist. My hip line from my shoulder is 23 inches. Here is it. So I'm going to place quarter of my hip on it. So my hip is 42 divided by 4 is 10.5 plus 1 inch is. That'll give me 11.5. I'll now shape it out like this. From my bust, from my chest line to my waist, then to my hip. This is how it's going to be. This is my chest line, my waist and my hip. So I will leave about, from my hip now, I will leave about 3 inches open, upward, 3 inches upward from the bottom of my front here. I'll leave about 3 inches. This is where I'm going to stop my stitching from my chest line down to this place now. So I'll make all the marking, all this marking, I'll make it reflect on the other side like this. Just hold it like this and dot it out. My waist. Just making dots so that for you to mark it when you turn it to the other side. So here is it. I will now turn it easily like this. Make sure you be careful. You know, I have to be careful because I'm using shaking material to make my job accurate. So now I've opened it up. Here is the front and here is the back. So I'll now shape the other side out. You know, I've already dotted it out. So I'll now shape it out easily like this. Shape it out easily like this. So here is the shaping now. So I will now go and stitch on this line, on the both sides, from the chest line down to this place where I said I'm going to stop the stitching. So I'll make sure I overlock the edges, stitch on this line on the both sides, and use bias tape to finish up the neckline. That's all for today, guys. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to support my channel. If you have any question pertaining to cutting and sewing, you can join me on my Facebook group, Details to Sewing, created by Akorede Adenike. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Akorede Adenike. Till I see you in my next video, guys, stay blessed. Bye bye.